Hello everybody and welcome back to another video with me, Phoenix. Today, you'll definitely notice something strange. Before I start the video and everything, some problems arose when I was trying to process this video so I can make it available on YouTube. The program I'm using to edit the video just would not let me finish it. Everything's done. Several days go by of trying to work it out. 15 hours of it processing, just letting it sit and process. It did nothing go past like 15%. Don't know if it's something I did. I've been working on this on and off for over a year, so I wouldn't put it past it that I just did something wrong, or maybe it just takes days and days and days to process a video of this length. Regardless, I popped open OBS, and now I'm just going to record the video on the program itself. Just let it play, because I am so bad at this, and sorry in advance for the horrible quality editing and audio problems, which I already know are happening, and I'm just too lazy and just too bothersome to fix it. Alright, I'm going to mute myself and let the video take over. Hello everyone, welcome to another video with me, Phoenix. Today we have a Dark Souls challenge for you. We will see if I can defeat Dark Souls Remastered with only the Black Knight Greatsword Upward Slash. What is the Upward Slash, you ask? Well, we will get to that in a bit. For now, we will take the Warrior as our class because it has the best stat line for us. Now, let's get into the rules. 1. I can only attack with the Black Knight Greatsword Upward Slash Heavy Attack. 2. No glitches or exploits. 3. Defeat all possible bosses. Sounds simple enough. Now that we have all that, let's get to the run. However, we already run into a problem. We don't have a Black Knight Greatsword. While I fight the Asylum Demon with a broken sword, and then my fists later, what have I gotten myself into? Let me talk about the Greatsword a bit. The Black Knight Greatsword is a late game weapon, and you're not meant to have it until you can fight Gwyn at the end of the game. There is one location that has a single, non-respawning Black Knight exists right after the second boss. Oh look, it's finally dead. Oh boy, that took 2 hours and so much pain to fight. Never again. Hopefully. With the Asylum Demon gone, let's go look around. A shield, a sword, and mostly junk. Great. Why did I do this? Oh look, something's not trying to kill me. Nice to meet you, whatever your name is. Wait, you've given me things? You're my friend now. We will be the bestest of friends. After leaving my new friend, who's still named, we get Birdnapped. Wonder how many times this will happen. Sometimes I wonder about my luck. Regardless, we meet a new friend who even gives us some advice. My friends are not really giving me names to work with. I'll need to work on that. For now though, on to adventure! Until I get the Black Knight Greatsword, the challenge really can't start. So I just run past everything I can, which while annoying, I can deal with them for now. Looking back on it now, I did far more attacking without the Black Knight Greatsword than was needed. I have no idea why I did this other than for less farming later, as I need higher strength. But still, if you want to say I failed the challenge, I wouldn't blame you, as I needed to defeat 2 bosses and a Black Knight to even get the Greatsword. Except, while editing, I found out you can skip the Taurus Demon if you have the Master Key, which I have, and it's not even hard either. Now I'm both angry and sad about this. Oh, and the Taurus Demon is down. He wasn't hard really. Moving on. I meet Solaire moments later, and he's asking to be my friend. Well, how could I say no to that? +1 friend. The sun, you say, my friend? Yes, it is wondrous. Man, I'm making so many friends. Hope nothing bad happens to them. Okay, we finally made it to the Black Knight, and he is nuts. While he is alone, with only weak-ish enemies in the area, he is no joke. The Black Knight has several attacks, and each one of them hits like a truck. He can even use the upward slash against me. The worst part, he only has a small chance to drop the weapon. I tried fighting up in his tower. Failed. I tried finding him at the base of the tower. Failed. Nothing worked. Somehow glitched him out of existence? Not even sure what happened, but I'll take it. But didn't get the weapon. Damn it. While I can beat him, I die far more often than he does. He is stronger, tougher, and is not easy overall. After many attempts dying to him over and over again, a plan forms. If I can't beat him in a fair fight, why not through tricks? When he fell down below to where the rats are, he's trapped there. He can't climb up for some reason. But that's not important. What is important is that there is a small ledge not far from where he is. By leading him over, he ends his own life, using my move as well. First try on the trick, and he dropped the greatsword as well. Thank the Lord, don't have to do that again. Now that we have the greatsword, let's talk about it. There are a few different pros and cons to this weapon. This beast of a sword has both high base damage and good skill, but it is a stamina sink. Every swing eats my stamina like crazy, and that's for normal attacks. The upward slash takes my entire stamina bar, and then some. That's not good. Not only that, but the upward slash takes forever to finish, and only hits right in front of me. I timed it. It takes about 3 seconds to fully complete. That may not sound very long to use, but make no mistake, it is. Overall, a good weapon if you freely make use of it, but I can't. It thankfully only needs 22 strength, two-handed gets me to 32, and 18 dex? I thought it was only 16. No wonder I still have trouble using it. One quick grind session later, and I have the minimum stat requirements. Seeing the time, I am bad at pacing this video. With greatsword in hand, I can finally start the run for real. Oh, I died. Not a problem, I'll just go again. Dead again? That's concerning. Why am I dying? Looking it over, it's because my attacks take forever to go off. Now I could time my attack so they walk into it, but that doesn't always work. Honestly, it's better to just run by enemies more often than not. I still die a lot, but it's far better than praying I hit at first every time. Eventually, I make it past all of them with much pain. I meet another friend. I think. He's called Andre. Nice name. I really need to fix my stamina problem. It's not much, but the Grass Crest shield is really my best option. As far as I can tell, at least. On my way back, I do manage to take out the local crystal lizard to get his tweakling titanite for my greatsword, after several tries. Yes, this rare item is needed for my greatsword. On my way to the first bell, I find this guy locked in a cell. He seems nice enough, so I let him out. What harm can he do? Next up, the bell gargoyles, and the first true test of the challenge. And I'm slow as F in this armor. Did I just nearly one-shot this guy? Wow, this weapon is broken this early in the game. But not all good news, because I suck at this game and still died several times. Before ending the bell gargoyles, this guy called me greedy and I just couldn't let that stand. Then I ended them. One bell down. met a priest named Oswald. Nice guy. And correctly guess I don't believe in gods. What did they ever do for me? All I ever wanted is friends. Is that so much to ask for? Well, yes it is, in fact. It's also very painful. So I smash his face in. People are so rude nowadays. Really cruel too. But you know what? I like this guy. He makes it all worth it. At this point, the common enemies are far more dangerous than the bosses, but for the boss, he goes down after a few tries. No, wait, please, stop!
Totally didn't fail right there. Anyhow, met a friendly merchant before unaliving myself. Well, on my way to the next boss, I made a new friend. His name is Arotias. But I have taken long enough. The boss is here after I take care of this red guy first. My god, is that a lot of teeth. His dentist must make a killing on cleaning those. Oh, and the boss wasn't that hard. I mean, he put up a hard fight, but he's a big and slow guy with so many openings. The really hard part was I wanted his tail as a trophy, which I got. First try. Here's my stats so far. I want to get to the breakpoint for quick rolls, so endurance is a must. Not a lot happened on my way to the next boss, but I think this guy headbutting us to both to death is a weird form of communication. I found another red person. They were not nice, and the flies were really annoying. But finally, the second real boss that matters. The lava spider lady. And oh my god, her explosion is deadly. She's not a fast boss, but her ability to control the field is powerful. None of this can stop me from killing her, but 3 tries is what it took. After ringing the second bell to move forward, I made 2 new friends in the form of an Eggman and another spider lady. Thankfully, there is no lava. After having some run-ins with more ghosts than I would like, we move on to our next part of our journey. Which is what exactly? I talked to my first friend about it, and he tells me to talk to this other guy. His name is Framp, and he wants me to go get the Lord Vessel. Not sure what it is, but it sounds important, so off I go. After some shopping.
Aye, Shimmer, I didn't expect to meet anybody here. I suppose great minds think alike, eh?
Thinking of friends, let's go check on my bestest friend. I never did get his name. I wonder how he is. He's trying to kill me. Why? I thought we were the bestest of friends. And I broke the challenge. Back to the bonfire to reset the... No. No, no, no. How are you doing this? You should have reset. Stay down. You're breaking the rules. Not sure what that was about, but hopefully that never happens again. Now, onto the Stray Demon. He wasn't hard, his tails were very clear, and by staying behind him for most of the fight, his attacks are limited. Easy first try, no problem. His friend, on the other hand, didn't take kindly to that. He kicked my ass, but I got revenge the second time. I even got a doll while I was there. As I do need Twinkling Titanite for upgrades, I did some trades with the baby crow, I think. This, as I would find out much later on, wasn't needed. More on that when it comes up. Back to Firelink Shrine. I finally equipped Iron Flesh. With the glove I got from Arotias, I now should be able to not get stun locked from attacks. Hopefully. But what is this? Where is my second friend? I found him and he's also trying to kill me. What did I do? First my best friend tries to kill me, and now my second friend. What is going on here? It's okay, I have more friends. Let's move on. I want to test out Iron Flesh, and this demon will do. And it works great. Sure, I take damage and can barely move, but I can finally stop worrying about getting knocked out of my attacks. This is going by much easier than I thought it would. Sen's Fort. Nice name. Killed a giant, but nothing really stands out for me. But I did meet this guy named Sig. I like him. He's stuck here, so as a friend that I am, I'll help him. Nothing will happen to him, I promise. While helping Sig, I met Logan. Yay, another friend.
I am Logan.
Really? There's a giant throwing giant balls that explode into fire. Why? Who created this? Are they insane? After I give the giant a good upward cut, I find another person. Not sure who he is, or if he's a friend, but he's someone, and it's all that matters. Nice to meet you. Now for the Iron Golem. Well, what can I say? He's big, hits not all that hard, hits slowly, and I hit very hard. This is barely a fight. The only reason it lasted as long as it did was because I overestimated how strong it was. Also, I use a lot of stamina with each attack. Well, that was boring. What's next? What's that? Wait, I know what those are. Those are cheese demons. No, stay away. I'm not cheese! That was unpleasant. Well, on my way forward, I found this firekeeper lady. One of the few people who actually talk about themselves. She is nice.
If not for me.
I found this gargoyle. He really brings me down from the high I had from beating the Iron Golem. I may hit hard, but hit so slowly it balances out. I do wear its head as a trophy though. This is painful. And then I met my friend Solaire again. Oh, what do we have here? Havel's armor, is it? Well, I'll keep it just in case, but I would rather not use it. Too heavy for me. Silver Knight armor. This looks really good. This will be my armor now. Come on, world. Here I come. And here's Sig. Stopped by some knights, you say? Not to worry, I'll get rid of them. You're free now, friend. And he gives me a gift. That makes it real. See you later, friend. And then it rears its ugly head. Remember before I said trading with the baby crow wasn't needed? Well, here it is. At this giant blacksmith, you can buy twinkling titanite from this guy. I love this dude, but really, it's expensive, sure, but I really want to upgrade my weapons and armor as they both need twinkling titanite. Ornstein and Smo. They really work well together. One small and fast, the other big and slow. However, Ornstein is the bigger threat. With his speed, I have a hard time attacking and would be even worse in Phase 2. I think. Never fought him, so I'm going to go with my gut here. What I didn't think of was Smo's Ass Bomb. They gain the power of lightning, so when they do this attack, they fire a blast of lightning around them for large damage. And those are the worst parts in the fight. Even with lightning, I can just tank all of Smo's damage. Is it a good idea? No, but it's the only one I have. Found the goddess lady for the Lord vessel. It's warping time. I need to get this show on the road. Met Sig on the way and got some magic for helping him. Neat. But now I can place the Lord vessel, and with the way clear, I can push forward. First target is Grave Lord Nito. On the way, I face skeletons, death, pain, and something else. A skeleton blacksmith. That's different. And I'm not wanted here, so bye. I don't think I ever see him again. Now, a being known as Pinwheel is meant to be in the way, but I don't know where he is. Maybe he's further down the dark cave. Honestly, this challenge so far has been a wild ride. On one hand, my weapon does a lot of damage if given the chance, but I'm a sitting duck while I swing. It does take a while to get used to, but is something else when you do. Nito, Nito, Nito. What to say about him? For this challenge, he isn't the biggest problem. His reviving skeletons are. With no way to put them down, they are a thorn that just won't go away. Thankfully, Nito himself is on the slower side, even though his attacks do a lot of damage. Thankfully, I was able to pace myself to dodge his attacks when possible, and pull out a Vict. Well now, didn't see that coming. Met Logan again, and he tells me I'm too stupid to learn magic. Well, I have a giant sword. I don't need magic. Off to the next Lord Soul. On the way, I find ghosts who are not friendly, and some guy who gives me a key, but also tells me about the Abyss and how to find the next Lord. Friendly guy. While on my way, I run into what is likely the two most brain-dead people. Sometimes life is just amazing, isn't it? I also, break the rules. That's better. Now on to Sif. And I have to say, he is mobile. He does not like to stay in one spot for long, but his attacks are much lighter than I would have thought. Make no mistake, he nearly got me, and I had to fight carefully. But first try nonetheless. Oh, And I killed a giant butterfly right after, with most of the fight just waiting for it to land. It died in 10 seconds. Before we continue, I have to say, I don't like heights. Now, onto the Four Kings. They are a boss that exists. That is something. I don't have anything bad to say about them, but they are simply a DPS race. They aren't really all that complex when compared to other bosses. Thankfully, I passed this check, but I do need power within, and I need to stay next to them to reduce the damage as much as possible. The next 3 bosses will be quick. Ceaseless Discharge is easy, we trade blows and I win. The Fire Sage, while annoying, isn't too hard. Dodging is hard though. And finally the Centipede Demon. I make it far harder than it needs to be by going after the tail. No idea why. Slayer, how you doing? Wait, I thought you found your son. Why are you trying to kill me? Stop, it's me, your friend. Please, let's talk this out. If you don't stop, I will have to respond. It didn't have to be this way.
My son is shattered.
In better news, I helped Sig with some plants. Not a problem. Just ignore that. And that too. See, everything is fine. Now I'm fighting a giant fire tree called the Bed of Chaos. It slaps hard. Like real hard. It's a tree. How does it slap this hard? But finally, after so many deaths, I find the core and slap it in return. Next is Eat the Scaleless, and it goes as well as you can expect. And yes, I did use a rare ring. Wasn't planning to use it anywhere else. Hello, Logan. How are you doing? And you got caught again? Really? What is with you and cages, old man? And you're free to progress your magic.
Oh, thank you very much.
I said this before. I don't like heights. And I'm having a minor panic attack right now. I have to ask, Seed, if you're a dragon, what's up with your legs? You need a leg day. Logan, what's wrong? Why are you so hostile? Stop. I will protect myself. Not again. Why does it have to be this way? Wait. What about Sig? Sig, no! Why does this keep happening to my friends? The gods are at fault for everything.
Heretic.
They need to die. First up is Gwendolyn. And it goes by really smoothly. Thought that would be harder.
Oh, heretic, swathed in dark.
As some kind of punishment, I'm sucked into a painting and have to fight Priscilla. Like the Wind Facilla isn't too hard as they are knocked out of their invisibility in one hit. With this, the gods are gone, and hopefully there will be peace. While killing a golden crystal, a lady falls out of it.
To ask one
She
thing.
asks for help to slay the darkness destroying her home. Well, I have failed people before, but maybe I can help her. On my way there, a guardian blocks my path forward. It's mobile, I'll give it that. Like this, but it's no match for me. Its lightning breath is but a tickle as I cut it down. It didn't take me long to run into a powerful knight that was corrupted by its dark influence. Arotias. Well, how do I say this? He is freaking nightmare fuel. He's fast, mobile, hits hard, and he's tough. He spins, jumps, flips, and he does not care who you are. He will slap you with his sword. I don't know how I beat him, because I thought for sure I would need Abel's armor. It's why I got it in the first place. I guess I just studied his patterns enough to find an opening to attack. Or I just brute forced it. Either way, next is the darkness itself. And here he is, Menace, the source of the darkness. And he treats me like a toy. His knockback is insane. His attacks will basically always stagger or knock me around. Thankfully, he is not that mobile, but he is just that tanky and doesn't give a lot of opening. Also, his reach is insane. I tried again, and again, and again. Over many attempts, I got the hang of the timing of his attacks. Sometimes, I just had to hope I could cut through an attack to deal some damage. But in the end, the darkness could not stop me. And dusk is dying. Oh, come on! I killed a powerful knight and slayed darkness itself, and I still failed to help my new friend. I'm gonna go slay a dragon to vent my anger. Calamity, a dragon so feared even Orlando didn't want to fight it. And I'm gonna go fight it! For a dragon so feared, his attacks don't hit all that hard when compared to Menace or Arotias. But he does make up for this by having lots of very wide and sweeping attacks. It took only a couple tries to fell the mighty dragon. After all that I have been through, all the pain and suffering, it all leads to the first flame. All to Gwen, the one who started it all. It is he who rose up and created this cursed world. Now it's time to end it all. Just 3 bosses left to end this run. And he ended me. Like a lot. So many times. He never gives me a moment's rest. He's always trying to be next to me, or lunging at me. If I even think about trying to take a sip of my Estus, he will beeline it into my personal space and teach me the meaning of pain. With all his jumps, he can be anywhere he wants to at a moment's notice. His attacks come right after another, leaving little room for attacks. What is going on here? Why am I having so much trouble with this guy? I don't understand why I can't beat this guy. Maybe it's because it's so late, but I do have a trump card. One I didn't want to have to use on Gwen, of all bosses. Havel's Armor. With it, I can mostly avoid being staggered and take a little less damage. And with one last slug match between us, I take him down. And before you go, I did say 3 bosses before. And that's the Asylum Demon down, and that's the Taurus Demon down. They weren't too hard. One last thing, for the first person who can guess what my next challenge will be, I will give a special shout out in it. Here's a hint. Have a supreme day. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a good day.